I still need more galleys. I always need more bloomin' galleys. Well, there's an easy answer to that. Let's build more galleys. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 30, 42, 45 is a good number of galleys. There we go. Ready for action. Ibiza is ours, of course. Gulf of Lyon, the French. Their heavies think they can take my galleys, and they're not wrong. Really, they're not wrong. But I shouldn't just present that to them. Stugab will never get there in time, but you're not in range for that actually. You're outside of supply range, so I can't even give you a nice general. He could give me a hard time here. Just in case. Okay, well, that was that. What am I doing here? Leave behind the 4, leave behind the 5, get you guys over there. Well, what would I even use my heavies for at this point? Heavies are difficult to put to use in this war, because I need them everywhere at once. Aren't the Spaniards going to attack you anyway? That gives me an idea. I will wreck their relationship with France. Them pulling in France against me is a separate issue, because France surely has no reason to hate me other than my excessive amounts of raids on his coastline. I'd rather he didn't seek out doing that against me. Also, I have a whole load of Ottoman coasts to raid, but my navy is just so incredibly busy. That's why I need hundreds more galleys. But I don't have the supply limit for it. It's crazy. Oh, that is bad. The Spaniards landing here and taking over this island. It's a whole load of development that I don't want them having. Fortunately, it's not their goal, but letting them land there was a mistake. This is one of the difficulties of fighting a big war like this. I can't keep my eyes everywhere at once. For example, I probably lost out on some of my raiding opportunities here. Still gonna raid as and where and when I can, though. These guys are in a problem because they don't have supply limit or supply range there. And there we go, the French deciding to take the offensive against my blockade. It's hard to keep a blockade like that effective for a long time. However, I can lure out their ships and destroy them with my superior everything. Where to now, though? What can I do to really hurt the Spanish if I can't put foots on the mainland there? The blockade helps a bit, as does the ticking war score. But I'm a long way from peace for them. For them. Harumph. And there's a whole lot of auto scum damage that I want to do here. You know what? I got all these lights that are doing a whole load of not much. I'll go and have them deal with the Ottomans. Meanwhile, I could get more occupations. The thing is, the occupations count for so little here. 0.1, 0.1, 0.1. So getting something meaningful out of that is a bit tricky. I say I need more galleys. Maybe I shouldn't waste these guys here, but it's very important to be able to defend this. What's that one singular grey province in the Balkans? Grey province? You don't mean the Austrian one, do you? Otherwise I can't think what you're talking about. No, I just straight up don't know what you're talking about. Let's get the last core going. And continue to wonder how much more, how many more shipyards one can need. I do want them up in Scotland, or just Great Britain in general. Heavens knows why we don't have one here. Well, the high autonomy is probably doing its job. Yeah, I mean, I believe I have this war won, but it could be more protracted than I want it to be, which is really any level at all. During all this, though, the Spanish Porty separatists want to rise up. That's going to cause this to be a sizable problem. Spaniards are pouring in here because they still have their transports able to ship over to this, which is unfortunate, but it doesn't hurt me a lot. These occupations aren't that meaningful, but it still has a negative effect on me. It's good core land for me. Harumph. What to do against? I mean, this is a terrifying thing to fight, period, but when you gotta take the fight on the seas, and all those occupations are a bummer to me. The French mean that there's no hope at all of me landing on the Spanish mainland, so that kind of burns. Oh, I need that admin, thank you kindly. Burn down those, and without much else for you guys to do, please just privateer in the English Channel. As I puzzle out what to do with my army here. Well, what I know I'm going to do is get some sweet raiding done. Sadly though, there's a lot of anti-piracy going on here in Venice. I guess not a lot, but more than I would like there to be. Even though it's my own node, please go and privateer in Venice so that I can loot more effectively. There we go, there's a potential problem. Truce of the Danes is over, so they're surely going to want to do something to me. And at Marchen, but at least the coalition threat is all gone. My truce with the British are up soon, so I need to get this war done with so that I can go and attack them with relative impunity. And about those Portuguese colonies, my own colonies are just about done, so let's not miss the opportunity to take them over. Does Spain have troops on Sicily or not? I hear that Syracuse is a great site now for a pirate haven. I would very much like to have it as a pirate haven as well, as luck would have it. But I don't know if the Spanish troops are here yet or not. Well, first and foremost, we're a lot more effective here, so let's raid and raid some more, despite people surely not being happy about it, because it's good dosh. And then a good thing to do after a healthy bit of raiding is a healthy bit of more raiding. Thanks for that. Now you can privateer in Alexandria, because Constantinople is paltry. Yeah, this was a tragic loss actually. But I just don't have the bandwidth for moving my troops around the whole world. Okay, I could actually bring these guys into it, but I won't. Yeah, actually their occupations on me got quite a bit, because compared to them, I'm a lot smaller. Every bit of occupation on me hurts a lot more. And I guess that hurts doubly when it's giving me war exhaustion like this. Occupied whole provinces is costing me a whole lot more than I'd like it to. We should take these provinces and then get my army over here so I can dispel these occupations. I don't mind bringing galleys for that one, shouldn't be a big deal. So let us just seize this colony. Now you see it, now you don't. Send our own colonist over there to make it the correct religion and correct, well, not religion, but the correct culture. Oh wait, no, that won't make a difference either. Huh. Well, we'll get the full core anyway. And the land of lols. Thank you kindly, Portugal. Ah, farewell barcode. Yeah, these Spanish occupations are hurting me more than I thought they would. Let's go and relieve them with our laughable general. And let's also celebrate by stealing. It's tradition, that makes it okay. These coasts are mine to raid. And then we'll figure out what to do with our friends in Sicily. Let's get these boats over here. I want to know where they are, where all their troops are hiding at. That should give me a good idea. That'll also give me a bit more of an idea. And then, much as I would like to have more blockade going on here, I have a bit of a situation with that. Maybe I only need half as many here. I just want a better defense for Lolland and Finn. Is it stealing when it's rightfully yours? Well, evidently not. We have popular support for our Grand Navy. Naval maintenance reduction is actually going to give us a fair chunk, even though it's only 5%. Clunk. That's a good couple of ducats saved. Every month for, what, 10 years was it? Nay, too shabby. Well, Spanish particularists, you are going to make my job a bit easier, it seems. Actually, revolts in Spain should help with the peace deal, but relative strength of alliances and length of war alone gut me here, which is muckle unfortunate. Hope I don't lose that that ship. It means a lot to me. Stole it ourselves. Right, where's one of our guys that's almost done? This one's practically done, and I never added it. Let's just recall you and send you over there. I'll be done before you know it. And let's get you guys fresh on the boat and over to Draken so don't forget about you, and then we'll retake that island because it's costing us a lot more war exhaust than I'd like it to. Japan is our rival. I'd like to name a rival, but we need peace to name rivals. Alright, well, if this is as good as it is, let's go over there with our units and take Messina. And it pains me to re-elect someone so old, especially if they're a buffoon, but I'm really short on admin. Pasai is giving me a trade dispute. Why would they do such a thing? Oh, hang on. How am I meant to take on those with my 12,000? I didn't think that one through, did I? Oh, I mean, I could occupy Naples. But the French are just going to jump on me. Alright, change of plan. Take the islands instead. Don't know why I thought my paltry army could take on the... Oh, hello. Tell you what, I do not mind Sardinian separatists. But as long as you don't mind me in Corsica. Losing 300 sailors a month because they're all active. Crazy. Just crazy. The fleet that I sent over here, by the way, yeah, you have Andreas in charge. I'd like you to have someone better, but Andreas is going to have to do. That's going to hurt a bit more. Spanish Portuguese separatists. Hopefully Spain actually fights them, but I have no guarantee that they will. Ah, well, I thought I couldn't take them on, but the French marched in with... Actually, it's just a case of the French getting their armies... Wow! Wiped out. Thank you, Spanish particularists. The Mangi what's it guys? Damn, this is why I kept my units around here. I was certain these guys were going to rise up anyway. I can at least keep them contained with my navy, which I don't really have around here, but I could have. So much going on, right? This is what happens when I enter war with all these Euro powers. What I need is a navy big enough that I can just put the blockade in place and go, yep, try your hardest. But right now, my navy is still too small. Okay, the Dutch were even down here. They knew they wanted their stab at me. Still need to fight the British. What do the British bring to the table? Not on the seas, because I know I can beat them there, but on the land. Great Britain still have a chunky army. I'd need to bring my everything to take them down. I guess once they're done here, my army could be sent over here. Yeah, and I can also recall you guys. You're not so useful there anymore. Let's bring you together with our heavies. And let's make sure this blockade stays in place because it's important to us. It's where a whole lot of the Spanish coastal development is, so let's not lose that. Who was that? Uh-oh. That was not a good enough defense against the Spanish, who really want to take over our capital. And my fleet still a ways away from helping on that front. Well, best of luck. Have some defensiveness, and thinking about defensiveness, let's not have it over here. It's only costing us money. Let's get you folks over here for the inevitable fight. Unexpected. Yeah, that was unexpected. Should never give the Spanish any freedom to move. Yeah, if they'd sunk my transport fleet, that would have been kind of tragic. Thankfully, they did not. But yeah, this Spanish alliance with the French is disturbing. It's giving them the cocksure belief that they can beat me. Portugal? In what world does Portugal deserve to rule the Holy See? Invest a bit in myself there. Was I just told something about my truce with Britain being up? No, I don't know what I was reading there, but it was perturbing. Alright, Ambon, fully ours, as well it should be. And that frees up one of my... No, it doesn't free up one of my colonists. I'm still working on these two, and on some other... Oh, it was you, right? Yeah. Because I don't want to see Sunni spreading around here. Excellent. Still wondering where else to colonize around here. Are there not any natural harbours around here that other people might try to pluck away? It seems not. Then let's keep going. Yamana truce is over, so they could support or find support against me, but it looks like they are not, which is good news for me. Some of their autonomy is a bit scary, some less so. It's not very expensive to convert in your lands, but you don't really have the balance for it. Well, I'm a generous guy. I'm going to give you some nice subsidies in the hopes that you actually do. A couple hundred ducats won't go amiss from it. That's if they convert. They might not. The AI for the conversion's not the best. Worst case scenario, I can do it myself. Don't want to spend that converting Rumden when there are all these heretics floating around. it's not such a bad idea for me to convert you. You know, start getting Christianity spread around there in Japan. Ottomans claiming Naxos again. I am so surprised they haven't declared war upon me yet. And my navy is in no condition to repel them, which is the worst. I need to get my galleys back over to Europe so that I can actually act with them. But I also need to defend Draken. Oh dear. Ah, listen, go away. Pharaohs, Welland. Truces are up. Lano. Okay, a bunch of problems. Where to begin with them? Well, a good place to begin is to hide my navy, because it's taken up most of the everything here. So who rose up? Lano. They're just going to have to bide their time there. Hopefully they don't defect. But we have more pressing matters to deal with at this point. Liberate Draken, liberate these islands. It worries me that the Spanish are so easily able to bring their fleet around here, but I can't really... No, I could put them under a stronger blockade. I just need to get my heavy ships out there. Think, where are they getting their armies from? It's hard for me to tell here. Uh-oh. Oh man, Draken could fall at any point. I need to get there and get there fast. Core's going there, which is good. The situation in Draken, not so good. However, let's not say no to a good opportunity to raid on our way to Draken. %, you can do it for us. Ah, disease outbreak. Saving the day and paving the way. Grand Jester might be pretty awful at what he does, but I'm sure he can help us out here. You got nowhere to run. Cowardly Dutch are taking on our similarly cowardly blockade, but we'll help them out a bit. We're also fighting some French transports, also good. I don't really know where the Castilians grab their armies from. But I'm not fighting many heavies, so I don't feel too bad splitting my heavy fleet up. Get Andreas in the north part just in case. Kick the Spaniards out of Draken. Goodness, I'm going to have a lot to reorganize once this war is over, and it's probably going to be followed up by an Ottoman war anyway. They can't even occupy here. Harumph. What are these occupations costing me anyway? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8-ish war score. Not that that matters a whole lot. Length of war counts for more than that. But we can and will win this one. Just get the bulk of my galleys together now. I want them to be able to repel the Ottomans when the moment comes, and the moment will come. I don't mind this setup actually, it's keeping them in check. Letting them worry about those Spanish revolts, and revolts in Spain are giving us +6 actually, so it's in my interest that these rebellions remain there. All the while, everything else goes fairly smoothly. And I should be able to keep an eye on Spain moving more troops around, if indeed they can. I think I scuppered their dreams at sea for a bit there. Maybe. I need to take down their navy after all. Right. Okay, right, we did win there. Good. But the Dutch, they can keep building boats and keep giving us a hard time for it. Any chance EU4 gives a new font, map, borders, water, or something graphical with 64-bit upgrade? No. And it's never a case of just upgrade it. Cumbria? And if you full cord and all that, right? What do you do for me? Well, you bring me wool, so I'm not too interested in that. Give me some admin. Admin's what I'm always hungry for these days. Ah, what a shame he ran away. We'll take this back, and then the rest of this will be ours once more, or so I hope. The rebels are going to come up towards us, so it would be pleasant for us to actually maintain a grapple hold on a province with some kind of defensive stuff about it. Like the woods there. There are no river crossings apart from here and here, so maybe I'll make my way down to that wood province. This kind of hurts to look at, doesn't it? Venice have their independence supported by Austria. Who are Venice bending the knee to? Oh, well, no, it's guaranteed independence, not support for independence. Fair dues. So about that truce with Britain, it's going to be up in a couple of years, and I am ill positioned to deal with that unless I can end this war. This war isn't about to end anytime soon, but maybe if I get somewhere with these accursed Spaniards. They are going to go up here. I don't want to have to fight the Spanish rebels when the Spanish army is nearby as well. But I don't want them sieging it up and giving... Wait, where are they even going here? Toot? But why? Are they that confused? I wish I'd noticed that, but it's nothing. Yet. Might yet become something. Let's press on. Hello there. I was blind by all these stripes, and now I'm going to be paying for that. August, 8th of August. Mush. I don't want to eat any extra pain on that battle. You'll be there in time. That's good. And they're pretty badly led, which is also good news for me. I mean, Jings, I'm fighting Spaniards here. I'm glad to be winning these fronts, but they are digging into my number of ships here, which isn't so good for me. Let's get those galleys over here. The Ottomans are surely just waiting for their moment to strike. And I'm so surprised that they haven't already. Well, maybe if I'm lucky, their truce will run out with Russia and they'll decide to attack them instead of fighting me constantly. But I'm hated by so many people out there. At least Italy see the funny side of what I do. But they are Italians. Yakker's sword is still having the new car smell, but he's already ruthless, that's good. Yeah, it was great seeing some mod game attempts over the weekend. I mean, not just attempts, they both floored the game, it just so happens that one of them floored it better. The French are at me once again, but they're throwing transports at my not transports. Let's help them out with the galleys just in case. Don't think it'll be needed, but every little helps and all that. This is a sizable problem. The Spaniards are up to no good. Think you can get out of there in time? You can. Potentially. And these are grasslands, so not something that I'm super keen on fighting defensively against Spaniards in. The Spaniards still have pretty awesome everything.